Jesus says that give me your sorrow, give me your pain, give me your weight. So give it to him and watch what he can do. Grew up in Brazil, but I moved to the US 5 years ago. When I was 6 years old, I was sexually abused. I remember questioning, like, why did nobody protected me? And why, if there is a loving God, why did he let that happen to me? It was then when that pain felt real. It was when, like, I realized that's my story and I don't know what to do with that. I drank a lot and I partied hard. I would do literally anything that could numb that pain, even if it was just for a second, but that would make me feel good and not feel that was part of my life. I had this coworker that he realized something wasn't right with me, and so he started being intentional, like taking me to lunch and just like spending time with me, trying to figure out what was going on. And then he started telling me all these crazy stories about this guy that he knew, that he was an activist guy, he was super cool. He quoted this guy saying, like, I don't see people by what they did, but I see people by who they are. And that really stuck with me because it was the first time that I realized, I was like, is there a way for people to see you by who you are? So he handed me this book and he says, if you want to hear more stories, you can just read it here. When I look at the book, it says the Holy Bible. And I was like, what? Is the activist guy Jesus? And I felt so betrayed.
In the midst of death and grief and hopelessness, Jesus had the power to change the story and bring life, to bring hope into the dead and hopeless places.
There was a specific night where knew that I could not make another day. So I decided that was the night that I would take my life. And as I was going through my room, I spotted the Bible. And I was like, seriously? I have never read a Bible in my life before. I didn't even know how to read it. So I literally just opened it. When I read it was John 3:16, 17, that said that God sent his only son. But at that moment, I felt if Jesus already died, maybe I don't need to. God of my friend, if you exist, just change my life. Take this away. I was actually embarrassed. The idea of being a Christian, I was like, I cannot be a Christian. I felt that Christian people were kind of dumb. Don't put them there, but that's okay. I found this church that was like a church that was like, okay, maybe I can go there. I told my pastor, I want to get baptized, but there's all those things that I still struggle with. And I don't know if that allows me to get baptized. He looked at me and he said, "Is this lifestyle that was part of you once something that you want to pursue, or something that you just want to leave behind?" And I told him with the most certainty of my heart, I want Jesus. I want to leave everything behind, and I want everything that Jesus has for me. And he said, "Well, I think you're ready." I serve at Mosaic students now. I want our girls to feel that they are loved, that they are seen, that it doesn't matter what happened in their life and how painful their life is, they have somewhere to be on Tuesday nights.
You've seen in this series so far, it can't just be over. We believe in a God of redemption, meaning a God of rescue, meaning taking something bad and exchanging it for something great.
I thought that by telling my story to people, I would feel shame and judged. But when I told my story to people that I trust, it actually made me feel overwhelmed by love. And that was when I realized that's what God loves feels like. It still hurts, it's still there. But the difference now is that I don't want to navigate that alone.